Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode series. Last episode, we left off with some major mana issues, and I haven't completely fixed those mana issues, but I do have a half a pool of mana. I threw down 2 Rose Arcanas, I put down some extra mana spreaders just to speed this up a bit. And it's doing a little. It's doing a little. Every time I stand here, I lose a level. I have lost about 20 levels at this point. Just filling these mana spreaders in. And if we look at our mana pool, we should have more than half. Okay, so it's time for us to get started with our Terrasteel. So we drop it, drop it, drop it, and then run away so we don't pick it up. And this should go blue and then green, and then it should give us our Terrasteel. So please, there's green. Yes, come on. Please just give me the Terrasteel. That's all I want. Just give it to me. And boom. We have our first piece of Terrasteel. Okay, good. Good. Now, I'm going to do a crazy thing and just turn that Terrasteel into nuggets because we want to use those nuggets. Oh, I'm gonna need... Okay, this isn't that bad. Okay, we want to turn those nuggets into this Elven Gateway core. So we're just gonna take this and go boom, nuggets. And then 3... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is the beginning of our portal to Alfheim, which is the next step in our Botania adventure, getting our elven trading set up. Next, we want Elementium, which we get by trading 2 Terrasteel into 1 Elementium. That's very expensive. Pixie Dust is a mana pearl, and then a Dragonstone is a mana diamond, straight in. But before we could do that, we gotta set up the whole Portal to Alfheim complex, and that's a little tricky. Elfomancy, Portal Alfheim. Creating this portal is not an easy task. It needs 8 living wood blocks, 3 glimmering living wood, 1 Elven Gateway core, 2 mana pools, and 2 Natura pylons. Oh my god. Natura pylon requires more Terrasteel, so we're gonna have to get on top of that. The Alfheim portal has to look like this, and we can visualize it and walk around. And we have to put the mana pools and the pylons on top of them. The pylons on top of them, and it takes like a whole mana pool worth of mana in order to get this thing open. So yeah, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of work to get this done. If we look, we lost all that mana. It's gone. We lost all of it. So yeah, here's me sitting here watching this slowly fill up while I lose levels, and we are going to do this until we can make more Terrasteel. We're here. I've built the Alfheim portal. I built a little structure out of living rock around it. You don't need the structure. I just wanted to like incorporate it into my base a little bit better. And we have our pylon set up. Those weren't very hard to craft, actually. I just needed the same... It took 1 brick of Terrasteel to make the gateway and both of these pylons. So I didn't have to make any more Terrasteel at all. But I did have to fill up these mana pools about... I'm hoping this is enough. It says it takes 200,000 to open this gateway. And each one of these holds 1,000,000. So right now I'm at the quarter tick, which is about 250,000 in both. So it should be plenty because it draws from both of them, but we'll see. I had to use my Rose Arcanas here to get all that done. And I did drain like a large amount of mana out of my real mana pool here. Okay, but what you do is you click, boom, and that opens up my portal to Alfheim. And you can see it drained about a quarter out of each of these mana pools. So it did drain quite a bit of mana off of there. So what do we do? I know in the past this used to take mana to maintain, and I don't think it takes mana to keep it open anymore. That used to be such a huge problem. But now I think it's just mana whenever you want to send something through. But what is the first thing we want to send through? Well, we want to send our Lexica through. I mean, we can't send ourselves. You can't go through the portal yourself. You can't go visit Alfheim. But you can send items. And I want to send my Lexica through. And now I have like an even better edition of my Lexica here. There we go. Greetings, we noticed that our portal was opened. That's rather shocking news. We thank you very much for providing us with a repository of the knowledge from your world to keep us up to date with what happened since we left it. It's been a while since we've been, so it's good to see you doing well. After some discussion, we have decided to cooperate with you. The link you manage is rather weak. No living beings will be able to go through. However, there is a positive side. The link strikes the fabric of time of both of our worlds in a way where it doesn't keep them in sync. That's the reason why you received your book back so quickly. When it comes to mana and other magical energies, we are plenty stocked on them, so worry not about the portal closing on our end. Let's put this in prospect. In order for the advance of both of our situations, we vow to accept a given set of resources from your world. So if you send them items, they will send you items in return. Do keep in mind that if you decide to send something we have not vouched to trade for, we will assume it is a gift and keep it for ourselves. Ooh. So, resources of Alfheim. If I send living wood, I get dream wood. And dream wood just turns into decorative things. I can turn into this twig. If I send 2 mana steel, I get... I don't think that that is correct. I think that that is Terrasteel in this pack. I have to check. If it's Mana Steel, I am the happiest person in the world. But I'm pretty sure it's Terrasteel. Yeah, they just gave me Mana Powder. Let's try that again. Yeah. Okay. So, oh no. They didn't give me Mana Powder. That just came from my inventory. Go away. Yeah, it's Terrasteel in this pack. The book says it's Mana Steel, but the quest book says it's Terrasteel. So that's actually way more expensive than it used to be. But the other things we can send a diamond and an ender pearl, and it has to be a mana diamond and it has to be a mana pearl. Do I still have mana? Yes. Okay. So mana pearl. Mana diamond. We should be able to send these through. Yep, there's our pixie dust. And there's our dragon stone. Stop refilling, please. So we'll get those items very easily, but Elementium is much, much, much more expensive. So this is a whole pool of mana right here just to get 1 block of Elementium. And a whole pool of mana is... that's expensive. It takes a while to fill this pool up. It takes a half of a pool to get 1 Terrasteel, so to get 2, you'll need to fill it up completely. So I need to revamp my entire mana operation here. This is not nearly enough to get me going to keep this open. Also, these mana pools, every time you send something through the Alfheim portal, it takes mana out of these mana pools. As I'm pretty certain that that's correct. So I'm going to need to worry about that as well. Man, a whole block of mana diamonds, dragonstone. Okay, if I take nether, that gives me elven quartz. And glass gives me elf glass. Mana glass gives me elf glass. Now, here's the big deal. The ritual of Gaia. So I need a ritual beacon and Gaia pylons. And a single Terrasteel ingot to sacrifice. So I'm going to need two 4 Terrasteel ingots. Okay. So that's 8 total. Wait, no. Oh my god. 16 total. A beacon and a Terrasteel ingot. And that summons the Gaia Guardian boss fight. So that's really, really interesting. And I want these Gaia Spirit ingots eventually, so that's going to be just a whole ton of Terrasteel that I need. And I was looking through the quest book, and we do, luckily enough, have Terrasteel seeds. Where are they? Uranium, emerald, Terrasteel seeds. We have them. But they're expensive. That's 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 times 8. It's a lot of Terrasteel. So it's imperative that I get my mana set up before I even begin trying to finish this off. So this is the setup I have right now for my mana generation. And it is still not enough to keep up with everything that I need to make all this Terrasteel. It's going much faster than it did previously, but it still takes like 20 minutes for this to completely fill up my mana pool, which is just insane. The amount of mana generation that I need in order to get this going. So I have a Gorma Lily here with 4 different food options. I have a ton of End of Flames over here. I'm probably going to have to do another setup of End of Flames over here just to keep up with this. I've got 2 Rosa Arcanas over there with a bunch of XP to keep them topped off. And I probably need a couple of more of these. Right now, I think my biggest problem right now is the mana spreaders I have. They stay topped off. They don't hold, their internal buffer is not so big, so they use up quite a bit. They're not super efficient, is what I mean. I think we should look at making a spreader. These Elven mana spreaders, and that's not too bad. Dreamwood is just living wood in through there. The verdant crystals suck. I don't like making those, but yeah, it's not bad. But either way, we can make 2 more of our Terrasteel at this point. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, no, 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 not 2. Ooh, what am I doing? What am I doing? 1 at a time, 1 at a time. 1, 1, and 1. Let's watch that go and get created. I need to set up a muffler so I don't hear this stupid Gormalillis over here eating all the time. All this took was some droppers and an hourglass and one of the Botania torches, and it sets up a nice little clock for you to set your droppers off. There we go. And if you look, we are at halfway, and if you watch it go, it's filling up rather slowly, but it is filling up, which is better than I could say otherwise. So these guys, they're working. But they're about out. Yeah, it's going slowly, but it's going. And then we drop, 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 and then run away. Oh, I already had 2. Whoops. So we've got those going. We'll make that Terrasteel. We'll give it a wide berth, and then we'll go 1, 2 into the portal, and that gives us, boom, our first Elementium. So we can claim this quest, claim that, And then if we're looking here at the conjuration catalyst, I need... What can I do with this? Oh, this allows me to double my resources. Oh, that's pretty nifty. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not great. It's not worth the materials that go into it. That's pretty expensive. Living rock, alchemy catalyst I have. The alchemy catalyst, it's not super useful for me, from what I can tell. I mean, I'm not, like, in love with it. It allows me to get ice, which I have no other... Well, no, I have the Twilight Forest now to get ice, so that's no problem. Fish into salmon, this into blowfish, blowfish into fish. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, the alchemy catalyst, not super great, not something I'm super interested in, so we can just use that to create this, no issue. Let's go ahead and make our second elementium there. And we will go ahead probably and make... Oh, I'm not going to kill the Gaia Guardian yet. We could probably go ahead and make this. It's just the dark rune. Two dark runes. A block of Abyssal Night, Living Rock, Pixie Dust, which I have, and the Alchemy Catalyst, which I've got right over here. So I can make that, like, no problem at all, actually. Let's just throw some dirt back in that hole. If I check over here, I should have... Do I have any of the dark crystals? I have one. I have some Lordstone. I have some mana shards. What do I need to make? I need a bunch of these. That's what I need. So I didn't even pick those up out of there. Grab these and get them going. And then I need obsidian, which I swear I have being produced somewhere. I'm starting to get a little laggy. I can feel it. I can feel the lag at this point. Obsidian. Obsidian. Just grab a stack of those out of there. Yeah, I can make those crystals very easily. All I need is some smooth stone. And you put the smooth stone around the mana shards. That gives me 2 of these. Take those back. And then I need Lordic stone, which is a little more expensive. Smooth stone in this, mana infused. How much Lordic stone do I already have? I have enough for 1. I don't have enough there. But this should do it. That's enough for 2. And then, oh, I'm starting to lag. I can feel the lag. There's a little bit of input lag going on. I've got so many things going on, so many particles happening. Okay, Lordic runestone, Lordic runestone. Now, how much? Oh, I don't have any. Okay, so we're gonna need to just go ahead and produce all of this in order to make our crystallized stone, crystal runestone, or whatever they're called. And while I'm here, we'll go ahead and do this. Done. Take you out. Put you in. That should be enough for that. 12, 14, 16. Don't waste anything. And then we just go here. Twice. 1, 2. If you're wondering how to make these, they're not hard to make. They're just a little... There you go. I didn't take it out of there. Well, before I take it out, we might as well switch it over to the utility rune because that's what it has to be before we can use it. My inventory is so full of crap. 1, 2. I need to clear it out, but never gonna happen. Combine and combine. So there's that. We need living stone, which we can make very easily. Let's drop that on the ground and pick it up using our, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much living stone did we need to complete this quest? Just 2 and a block of abyssal night. So a block of abyssal night. I should have. Let's see. Abyssal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And done. Hurry up and change stone. Let's check our mana gen. Yeah, it's still pretty slow. I mean, but it is much faster than what it was earlier. I can say that. One thing I can do to speed it up is just, instead of trickling fuel into these flames, I can drop. It wastes a little bit of wood, but I can drop a whole stack of fuel right on top of them, and they'll start producing all the flames at once. There we go, and that'll help speed this up just a little bit. But I don't have good enough mana spreaders for that to really be that helpful. I need to upgrade these because you see they're full, and if we go and we look at these flames, they're full as well. So I'm not sending out the mana as fast as I'm making it. 1, 2. And we will go looking for the alchemy. Not the alchemy catalyst. Whatever the alchemy catalyst is, the conjuration catalyst. Boom. Done. Da-da-da. And I like to keep that nearby the mana pool. So we're just going to throw it right there. You had to put the mana pool on top of it, so I dig over and I put it underneath. But I like to keep it close by so that I remember that I have it. And that quest is now also complete. So we'll claim it. All we need to finish up Botania now is to finish crafting these things up here, which is not hard. I could do this very easily. The spreader turntable, it doesn't do very much for me currently. The jaded Aramanthus requires spring, redstone root. This is the hardest part here, but it's not that hard. It's just saplings. Each one of these takes quite a bit. That's the irritating part. Each one of these runes. So that takes a bit of time to produce. But I do need to produce spring, autumn, and winter anyway in order to finish this quest up. And I need these runes of sin, which require like the seasons and the element runes. So yeah, this is going to take quite a bit of crafting in itself. So it looks like I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of verdant crystal, 7 blank slates, and 14 mana diamonds just for this here. And what do these get used for? Energy core. They can be used to make these. Ooh, a generating flower. Functional flower. What are you used for? How do I use you? Shulkmina. Is that for like, that has to be for like Ender stuff, right? Munch dew. They eat other plants. I want this Kikimurus. That's what I want. So we're gonna need gluttony. We're gonna need pixie dust. This is not that hard to do actually. So this might be the first thing that I move into. What about greed? What can you make? Orchid. Okay. It also makes a transmutation tablet. Oh boy, that's expensive. Sloth, you make shifting crust, lunium, vinculotus. Okay, I have no idea what you do. Wrath, entropinium. Yeah, I wanted to make one of these, but this is kind of expensive. It also makes a shulk-me-not. Envy is used to create shulk-me-not, lunium, and pride makes quite a few things. Rafflesia, okay, and orchids. So we're just going to keep this running. Let this fill back up. Turn this back on so they generate. And just try to fill our mana pool back up a little bit to get some more Terrasteel, so I can get some more Elementium, so I can craft this into Elven mana spreaders. And I do want to start getting enough Terrasteel in order to make the Terrasteel seed, so I don't have to do this anymore, so I don't have to sit through this irritating stuff. But the Terrasteel seeds, that is going to require... That's emerald. Terrasteel seeds are going to require 9 times 8, which is 9 times 72 Terrasteel, which is going to require, oh my gosh, that's 36 full mana pools. 36 full mana pools in order to do this, which is insanity. Absolute insanity. Filling this up 36 times is unimaginable to me. I can't even possibly picture what that's going to look like. But it's something that I have to do, so I'll work on it. One thing that I am doing to speed up my mana generation is I'm farming these black lotuses out of my loot bags. Not getting a lot of them so far. But every time I get one of these blacker lotuses, it helps immensely. If we look, we have about a quarter of our mana pool. So in one blacker lotus, and it gives me about an eighth of the mana pool per, which helps a lot. And each one of those gives me just a little bit, and that just speeds me up a little bit towards making more of this Terrasteel. But I still have only made 1 extra Terrasteel at this point. So, oh my god. What a ridiculous amount of stuff that this takes in order to work. One thing I can do is make better food. Oh, I did make a little more Terrasteel because I made this Elven mana spreader right here. One thing I can do, though, is I can make better food for it. Why am I so... low? Let's make you priority 5 so I get stuff going through you, please. And whenever I'm done, I should not be pulling artifact bags through there. I didn't think I had artifact bags set. But everything I'm getting through here, I'm kind of just like... I looked at most of what I get out of these loot drops, and I don't really care about any of them. So I'm only really pulling out the Blacker Lotus, but I do like these overgrowth seeds, so I'll get those as well. But yeah, I'm only really pulling out the Blacker Lotuses that I need and the Black Lotuses. But they're coming slowly, very slowly. Not very many good things coming out of here. One thing that I can check is I need better food for my Gormalilith in order for it to do like better stuff for me. The food that I'm getting off of the chicken I replaced with steak, and it's still not great. Chicken or steak, they both sort of suck as food sources. So I'm looking for my MREs. There's my dirty plates. I do have a ton of MREs in here somewhere. I know I could go check using the ME system. What is the... Can I wonder if I can use this for the Gorma Lily. That's my big question. So we'll wait till it turns. If I can use this in the Gorma Lily, then I definitely want to save some MREs. If I don't, if I can't MRE, then we're just going to void them out. But we'll see. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is what we want to use. Okay, good, good, good. And it's good that I have about 1 million of them. Okay, that... Whoa, that absolutely filled everything right up. Okay, so... MRE, definitely something I want to look towards using. I might need to increase the timer on my thing because of that. Yeah, whoa. So that was a huge boost. I was also looking at the Pam's Harvest Craft food to see if that would be any better, but it's so complicated to make all of that food from Pam's. I feel like I definitely need to increase the timer just a little bit on that in order to not waste anything. But if I get myself one more Gorma Lilith there over here and set up this little timer again, I feel like I could create a ton. Like a ton of mana that way. And speaking of, I have enough now to... Let's get rid of you. I have enough now to do this again. So we will throw this on here. Run away. And go grab some more MREs. So that I can do this better. Where were they? Down here? I thought I had a ton. I don't have any. Okay, what about marshmallows? What do the marshmallows fill in? Marshmallows are garbage. Don't use marshmallows. Okay. Well, where do I get MREs? From loot bags. I've been tossing those for ages. I bet I have some MREs over here on this side as well. I need to go check because this is probably almost out. Let's go check over here. I should have something over here. What are you? Oh, I have one Gaia Spirit. Okay, that's good. MREs. Yeah, I've got a few over here. Not very many. But I can always make them. They didn't look that complicated to make. Steak, carrot, potato, iron plate. Which is a dirty plate plus a washcloth. That's not bad. I have dirty plates. I'm not getting any dirty plates back from this, though, so maybe that's an issue. Terrasteel is done. Thank you very much. And we just go back. And try to get that filled back up again. My god. What a huge pain. Okay, so before I end this episode, I think I'm going to try to get one more setup like this going. And I think we're going to try to get a bit more of these MREs crafted up. Which is not that hard. I have all the stuff I need to make it. We have all the stuff we could ever need to make it, actually. Using all of our mystical agriculture seeds. Let's balance that out. Yeah. So we'll get more of those set up. I'll get another Gormalilis made. We'll try producing a lot more food. We'll look into maybe making some of the Pam's Harvest Craft food. If I look at food or Pam's, we can look here and we can see some of the higher tier. We want nice and high saturation. Pancakes, batter, which is flour in a mixing bowl. Again, it's taco, cutting board, tortilla, cheese, steak, lettuce, cheese ore. Nope, not gonna be making that. We have to have Galacticraft. Okay. Cornbread, cornmeal, corn, which we can get. I can buy from the trader. I want to find something that has lots of saturation that is not crazy hard to make. Like Yorkshire pudding here. It's milk, stock, batter, salt, which is flour. Blech, blech. Oh, this is... Ooh, gimbap. This is kind of a pain. Okay, seaweed. We can buy seaweed seeds. That's no problem. Stuffed duck, which is duck. Tofu. Yeah, it's just that each one of these takes so many, like, steps that it's just kind of not worth it. Barbecue chicken pizza, which is raw chicken, barbecue sauce, dough, cheese, milk, pot, salt. Okay, we'll look into all those things. See if we can get a better food setup for mana generation over here. If I'm going through all of these steps, I feel like I might as well just make Kekimuris instead of dealing with all of that. It just makes a little more sense, I think. But yeah, okay, this is filling up decently fast. Alright, I'll bring you back when I have something set up. Here is our first step towards getting those Terrasteel seeds. Boom. Just need to do that 7 more times. Oh my god. That took about an hour and a half of AFKing, doing other things, trying to clean up some of the resources in the base while I was waiting for like this other Gorma Lily to craft, and I was waiting to get some more of these Indo Flames. It took a long time to get that much, and this is probably going to be a long-term project. I don't know if I will get this done by the time the next episode comes out, or if we will just move in to start doing something else instead of worrying about this stupid Terrasteel anymore. But I think we're going to call it a day there. No more this episode. If you liked this episode, please leave me a like. And if you didn't like this episode, leave me a comment to tell me why you didn't like it down below. I am still working my way to 500 subscribers. I'm getting so close, but I would like to get that done before November. So if you could please like and subscribe, that would help me out tremendously. As always, this has been STG Sheep, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.